like Congressman Kevin McCarthy, had to cut their summer short and scurry back to Capitol Hill for a vote yesterday. Congressman Kevin McCarthy joins us live in our newsroom tonight to discuss that and other hot topics. Congressman, good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you in. You voted against the bill. Why?
I voted against the bill because, one, it won't do the job, and it adds $13 billion more to the deficit. You take the state of Illinois. They have a lottery system to help pay for part of their education. They went and cut the amount that they are getting from that bill from the federal government vote on yesterday from education. So it added no new to education, but we are now borrowing 43 cents out of every dollar. That is why the economy continues to go downward. We have to stop this trend and correct the system and actually create private sector jobs, not public sector jobs.
And Congressman, let me ask you, Republicans have characterized much of the Obama administration's spending as reckless, but the GOP has been criticized as well as the party that says no to everything. So what's your alternative to stimulate our economy and get people back to work?
Well, there's a lot of different things, and we wrote our own stimulus bill. The first thing I would do is the unspent stimulus money. That's $260 billion. There's the uncertainty out there where you look at the market and others who have capital won't make the investment. I'd say tax increases that are coming in 142 days. No, they are not. You don't want to increase taxes in a recession. I would then go and look at small business, because that's where 70% of all new jobs are created. I'd take small business with employees under 500, give them a 20% tax break. They can invest in their own jobs and create the jobs. I would look at the capital to actually make the investments to move forward. Those are small, easy steps that don't cost, that allow the economy to start moving forward. And I'd say with cap and trade, no. And I would say any new major legislation where it's called regulations that coming through from agencies and others like cap and trade, it's not going to happen. So you'd take away the uncertainty, people would know where you're going, and you'd make the investment in the private sector and not in the public sector.
The assumption there perhaps that small businesses, you help them out, it trickles down to the average guy. But what about the average guy? Does he get a tax break under your plan?
Yes, he would. 70% of all new jobs are created through small business. Think for one moment, in 142 days, every single American is going to have their taxes increased. That's beyond what's going to be increased with the health care bill coming forward. Then you have unemployment for the first time since the Depression above 9.5% for the last 2 years. How do you expect any new jobs to be created if people in business are supposed to pay more in taxes, pay more when regulation, have the cap and trade their energy cost more, and say, why aren't you hiring more people? That is a backwards system, and at the same time, government is borrowing 43 cents out of every dollar, so you're upping how much you have on your credit card, and China now owns 11% of our debt. That is why we're going backwards. We don't need that model. We need to unshackle the regulation that's holding this economy back and actually let the private sector grow.
All right, Congressman Kevin McCarthy joining us live in studio. We got a lot to get to. We just don't have time, though, tonight.